last week that talks really couldn't start in earnest until the bill was repealed. The bill was repealed on Monday, so you basically had one fulsome day of talks. So why are you doing this action now? Is it not premature?
It's not premature. I mean, when you're talking, even if it's not in earnest, I mean, let's be honest, everybody was sizing each other up. But we had 2 full days. Last night was, late last night was when decisions were being made, and we tried. We tried everything we possibly could. But what they want to do is give us the deal that they gave us back in 2019 with $1 on it and call it over. And we're saying, listen, we know that kids need services. Why are you not investing in those? Why are you putting more money into paying out parents in bribes than you are putting services directly in front of our students? I mean, your paper ran a really good article on private tutoring that says this isn't working. And yet we just need them to put the money in place so that people could have more EA support, more ECE support. And they're saying no.
But given wages are often the most contentious issue, and come to middle ground, you say you've come to middle ground on wages. Are you okay with what the government's offering? And why not stay at the table and try and hammer out these other issues, which typically...
So we have made moves, they have made moves, but this has never been just about money. That's what the Premier and the Minister want you to believe, that this is all about money in our hands. This has always been about the services, be it, an ECE for a kindergarten, extra cleaning in our schools. I don't know if anyone's heard about the crisis that is happening right now for our children. We don't have enough people in the schools keeping them clean because that money is gone. So while, yes, we need a wage increase, every single one of our members is working for free, overtime, working to their ends of their days, trying to keep up because this government doesn't want to invest. Imagine how healthy our children would be, how caught up they would be if the government invested directly in our schools instead of putting it out to profiteers.
Laura, what does Monday look like? What should parents be preparing for? Is this going to be a full strike if nothing happens?
It will be a full strike on Monday. But our goal is to get a deal done. I think it's unfortunate that you have to serve notice before anyone believes you're serious. You shouldn't have to remove your services for someone to value them. And I'm not sure why every single time we're in negotiations, we have to get to this point before the government understands. They have had 167 days. Why are we holding out?
Just following up on Chris's question, I'm just a little confused. So in the release, you say you've reached a deal on wages, but what you're just saying sounded like you're not happy with the wages. Where are we?
We have been told that this is where the wages are going to be. The workers decide on whether that's going to be accepted, not the bargaining team. Right? So it will have to go back to the members. Once a tentative deal is in place, it'll become part of a full package for the workers to ratify. But what's missing before we can even get to that point is absolutely no new services for our children. And that has always been a huge part of what we've been working towards.
But you would recommend, to the members.
A wage increase doesn't help if you're going to lose your job. A wage increase isn't going to help when you have school boards that are finding ways to get rid of people. A wage increase isn't going to help if your hours get cut. It's a full package.
So wages is not good enough?
That will be determined by the members.
But in terms of what your bargaining committee is going to recommend...
We aren't recommending anything. We don't have a tentative agreement.
Can you just elaborate a little bit on the services? What are you talking about exactly here? This is the impasse. Describe to me what the issues is.
Absolutely. I can't wait to actually describe it because I can go into great detail. Let's start with our youngest learners. Those little ones that are 4 and 5 years old in our kindergarten classes, who literally the majority of their life has been under a pandemic. There are kindergarten classes that don't have a DECE in them, which is the cornerstone of the play-based learning structure that we have, because it saves money to do an SK1 split. We need an early childhood educator in every single class in this province. Let's talk about EA supports. Just today I got received from a mom, an update that she is still sitting outside of a school in Toronto Catholic District School Board because there's yet to be an EA provided to her daughter who requires personal care supports in order to attend school. So that mom is sitting outside of the school so that her daughter can text and say, hey, mom, can you come in and help me eat? Hey, mom, can you come in and help me use the washroom? What dignity is there in that? And why are we not investing in EAs? Why are we investing in private tutoring when there are multitudes of EAs and other staff that can do those supports? Let's talk about custodians, maintenance, trades. Right now, we are in a crisis when it comes to children and illnesses. Where do you think they're catching them? They're catching it at school. Did you know that the money for the enhanced cleaning is gone? That it was never put towards any of our people to do that work? And did you know that the enhanced cleaning money only really worked out to a couple of hours a day? I don't know if any of you have been in a school with a lot of little ones. We need more people there. We work in the schools. We see the state of our schools. And we know that parents are clamoring for services. And yet this government claims that they can't possibly do this. We asked for $100 million. They paid out $385 million in bribes directly to parents.
Laura, 2 days ago, after Bill 28 was repealed, I asked you about this very possibility, and you said that it would have to be in response to something. But it seems like there has been at least some progress. So what precisely is this kind of, extreme step in response?
The response
Yeah.
is because of the government's unwillingness to invest in the services that children, students, families, and our workers need.
And what do the next 5 days look like before Monday?
We are ready. We are
Still
here.
negotiating as well?
We're not going to stop. We haven't ever stopped, right? We've been here. Some of us have been here. I haven't been home in 6 weeks. We're dedicated to get this deal done. But we have said all the way along, a deal would be done when there was a wage that met what the workers needed and provided the services that students and families deserve. This isn't just about union workers wanting more money in their pockets. This is about them wanting to be able to do their jobs. And I don't understand why this government cannot see through to the fact that this is a win-win-win for everyone, for workers, for families, and for this province.
And last I checked, the mediator wasn't too pleased about...
Oh, the mediator's been not too pleased with me several times in my career.
So are you going to continue talking?
I'll be okay.
Are you going to keep talking like this till Sunday?
Absolutely, we're going to keep talking.
Okay.
And listen, I don't envy a mediator. You've got a whole lot of strong personalities that you're going back and forth. It's probably not the easiest job in the world.
Laura, the 3.59% you mentioned earlier, is that, can you explain a bit of that? Like, is the two-tier
No, it's a flat rate of $1.
So the government has backed off the two-tier and they've offered one?
$1
So that is-
per hour per year.
Yes, but.
Yeah. So
A dollar a year is not going to cut it, but yes.
so that is some progress, right?
Absolutely.
From what, in the last 36 hours?
So imagine how quickly this deal could get done if we just put some money into services.
So is this a bit of a pressure tactic when you're hoping for a $11 deal like 2019, or?
There's always going to be pressure tactics when you're negotiating. Obviously, there's not enough right now, or else it would be done. This could have been settled last night. We could have been standing in this room today announcing that there was a deal we were going to be taking to our members.
So how many, like, you're talking about like the services you need, for example, in an early childhood education, how many do you need to get to where you want to be? Like, how far away are we?
I believe when we looked into it, it was about $38 million would pay for a DECE in every classroom in the province of Ontario. Yep. And it changes every year, right? Depending on how many little ones come in.
Laura, you've been saying all along that this is not just about the money, and we hear that often with negotiations, and it's a lot of times it's just posturing. But by you not accepting this raise of 3.59% and looking out for the children, I really think it goes to the credibility of you and your bargaining team when you are prepared, given that the majority of your workers are the lowest paid, 2/3 are women, most likely struggling, most likely with children, some of them perhaps single moms, some living in marginalized communities, but you're so concerned about your kids that you're prepared to walk away from the dollar aspect of this. Can you speak to that and how that goes to your resolve and I would say the credibility of your union when you sit down at a negotiating table? Because you could put the money in your pocket, out the door you go, but the kids are still suffering, and that's not enough for you. So can you elaborate on that?
Absolutely. I mean, I think it speaks to not just the bravery of this group behind us, but the 55,000 people back at home who understand that our working conditions are children's learning conditions. And if we're going to take to the streets, it has to be about the kids. Because we can't keep going like this anymore in this province where we keep cutting away at public services, education, but tomorrow it could be healthcare. The next day it could be social services. There are people depending on this. And perhaps because we are the lowest paid, perhaps because we're some of the most marginalized, we recognize more than anyone just how much of a cornerstone public education is when we talk about equity in our communities. Schools provide services that often are not available to folks who are marginalized. We keep the world fair, and that's what we should be doing. We should not be running into this, let's privatize this, let's privatize the next thing. Publicly funded, publicly delivered education is the cornerstone of our civilization. And I am so proud of our members for standing up and saying, it's time to pay attention to what the kids need.
Do you get the sense, and this may be an open-ended question, do you get the sense that during the negotiation, again, I go back to the 2/3 of your members being female, but I think that's concerning when you just look at society in general, where you have oftentimes women working those low-paying jobs, 2, 3 jobs, the community's raising their children, they may be in poor relationships. Do you get the sense that the other side of the bargaining table understands that, and that by denying some simple rights, even denying your people the right to strike, do you think they get that? And do you think they get the importance of what you're asking for the students in school?
I would like to hope they get it. I would like to hope that people understand and they always have that at their base. But I think what's happening is right now we live in a society that's driven by the almighty dollar. And when you start trying to monetize education, when you start trying to monetize students, you kind of lose that human touch. And so I encourage, the premier, I encourage the minister, let's sit down and talk about this. Because I know that Doug Ford in his heart is for the little guy, is for the little gal. I know that that's who he is. And now is the time I call on him. Join us, we are too. Let's make it happen. Let's walk out of this together, putting into the history books real services that are going to work for students. I heard a lot about Bill Davis when I was in the House the other day. Bill Davis did have a legacy of actually working for public education as a conservative premier. Doug Ford can be the same.
So, with the 5-day notice that you're adding, the last time you did it, it seemed like that was like the line in the sand for the government that they didn't want to continue negotiating. Do you have a sense from them this time?
Well, I heard that Minister Lecce said that he was ready to negotiate, that he was at the table. I'm not sure what table he's at, but if he lets me know where he is, I'll head that way.
Laura, just very quickly to clarify, rotating strike on Monday or permanent?
Full out.
Full-out strike.
Yeah.
And can I ask you one last question with regards to that notwithstanding clause? Your 55,000 members pushed back. Mm-hmm. And for the lack of a better term, they blinked because they took that legislation off the table. If that legislation is to be implemented because of the defiance of the legislation, it requires for heavy fines on the lowest paid workers, number one. If government does that, you look like a bully. If the requirement is heavy paid fines and you don't do it, the government looks toothless. So are you not in a better negotiating position now? Because that notwithstanding clause can still be put forward, but is anybody really going to enforce that on your workers, do you think?
I don't think it's in anyone's best interest to try and strip away the charter rights of people ever again. I think there was a clear message sent, not just from us, not just from our labor allies, not just from this province, but literally across this country and even around the world, saying enough is enough. So, you know, I think that message has been heard loud and clear. This is normal bargaining, right? It's not unusual for people to serve notice to strike. What's unusual is giving the 5 days, but that's because that's what we need to do in legislation. But you know what? It's time. We're at the table. We're ready to go. We need the services. Let's get them in place.
Lastly, promise you, last question. Yeah. Notwithstanding clause, then that's not a deterrent for you or your members. You're prepared to.
I think it's not a deterrent for many people in this country. I think it's caused enough conversation right now that people are actually starting to contemplate how to fix it moving forward so that we don't see it being used in the way that it has been in this province.
Thank you.